Year to all of you. Hope all of you are doing good and enjoying the new year. Dilshan, Rajiv, Kelvin, Seher, Rezi, Prabha. Happy New Year, Kelvin. Happy New Year, Rajiv. What about our other students? Where are other students? Sorry that I joined a bit late as I was facing some internet issues, which is resolved now. Maybe celebrating your year. How many of you have kept New Year resolution? Yeah. Majid, very good evening and a very happy new year to you. Yes, so let's start the class. So the topic that we will be learning today is telecommunication networks. Today we will be taking up one new course, that is electronic commerce, that is e-commerce. One second, let me upload the PPT. How many of you have heard the term LAN and WAN? How many of you have heard these terms, LAN, WAN? One second, let me upload the PPT. Virtual access network, no Rajiv, no. WAN, LAN, that is LAN, and WAN, WAN. No one. What do we mean by the term communication? When we say telecommunication, what do we mean by telecommunication? Because our topic that we will be learning today is telecommunication network. If I have uploaded the PPT. Yeah, okay, let the PPT gets uploaded. Yeah, let's start. Can all of you see the PPT? Okay. Now see, what do you mean? What do we mean by communication in e-commerce? Right. One communication is that we can hear whatever I'm speaking, you can hear, or whatever you are writing, I can see. That is one way of communicating. Another way of communicating is sending data and receiving data. That is called communication. Like whatever I am speaking, my audio energy is being converted into electrical energy, and then it reaches to you, and through by means of electrical energy, and then it again gets converted into audio energy, right? Audio signal, not energy. Audio signal. So right, so all of you are able to hear me. So there is a process behind this, like whatever I am speaking and whatever you are hearing, right? Like I am speaking, my audio signal is getting converted into electrical signal, then it reaches to you, and then it again converts it into audio signal, so that all of you can hear me. So let's see. Communication. The message is communicated via the signal. The transmission medium carries the signal. Right. So whatever I am speaking is a form of data. Like so you can see in the diagram, this is the sender and this is the receiver, and there is some medium through which the transmission medium through which the signal is being carried. This is what communication is. Telecommunication. The electronic transmission of signals for communication, including such means as television, radio, telecommunication medium, anything that carries an electronic signal and interfaces between a sending device and the receiving device. Data communication, a specialized subset of telecommunication that refers to the electronic collection, processing, and distribution of data, typically between computer hardware devices. Let's come to computer network. What do we mean by the term network? Can anyone explain? What do we mean by network? A group of computers. Yes, group of computers connected. Only computers connected, or other things as well? Right. A network can have routers. A network can have switches. A network can have wires. A network can have printers. Other peripherals as well. Yes. So the communication medium devices and softwares needed to connect two or more computer systems and or devices. Like right now we are connected by means of a network. You all are sitting over there in UAE and I am sitting in India, and we are connected by means of a network, right? Computer network is used to share hardware, programs, and databases across the organization, fosters teamwork in innovative ideas and new business strategies. So these are the two types of wires. These type of wires is called the coaxial cable, which we use in dish TVs, if you have noticed, or previously if when the TVs are connected by means of cables for getting various channels, this type of wire is used. It is called coaxial cable. It consists of an inner conductor wire surrounded by insulation called the dielectric, and this type of wire is a twisted pair wire cable. It is used in telephone services and to connect computer devices. So this is not much important. Nowadays we use this fiber optic cables for sending data. Many extremely thin strands of glass or plastic bound together in a sheeting which transmits signal with light beams. It can be used for voice, data, and video. Right, like whatever I am displaying on my whiteboard, all of you can see, right? So it is nothing but a form of data, or whatever I am speaking is my voice is reaching you with means of a data, right? So the data is like nowadays many companies use these optical fibers for transmitting data. Another way of sending data is by means of a microwave. Now here instead of using the wires, we use the towers and we fix microwaves in it. Right, so the data can be transferred by means of an air interface. Here instead of wires, air interface are used. Right, so you can see it is the towers are placed after 30 miles, so that once the signal reaches here, it again retransmits it to the next microwave tower, and this process continues. Line of sight device which must be placed in relatively high locations. Information is converted to a microwave signal, sent through to air to the receiver and recovered. Right. So here the audio signal is converted into microwave signal instead of converting it into electrical signal. Here, this is another way of transmitting data. You can see a communication satellite is placed between two microwave stations. Satellite transmission. Now here, this microwave station sends the data to the communication satellite, which distributes the data to the destination microwave station. Communication satellites are relay stations that receive signals from one Earth station and rebroadcast them to another. Right? Like nowadays, all these DTH services, Tata Sky, Airtel DTH, Dish TV. If you have noticed over there, they put one thing like this on the roofs, right? And then that roof sends the signal to the satellite, and then that satellite sends the desired signal for getting the channels at desired frequencies. Clear? Okay. Now you can see the types of telecommunication medium. Here we have telephones, we have cars, right? So everywhere this thing is placed. Signals from cells are transmitted to the receiver and integrated into the regular network. This is one way of communicating. Leave this infrared. Now see this diagram of a telecommunication system. So this is my computer and this is your computer, right? Sending computer system and equipment. It sends the. This is what? This is the router. All of us use routers for routing the signal. The signal is being routed, and with the help of this, it is transmitted to the exchange, and then from the local exchange the signal is transmitted to the destination exchange, and then it reaches the destination router, and from there the data is sent to the destination computer. Relay signals between computer systems and transmission medium. One second. Now let's come to LAN and WAN. Yeah. LAN stands for local area network, right? So it connects the computer systems and devices in the same geographic area, right? In a particular area. And WAN means wide area network. It ties together large geographic regions using microwave and satellite transmission or telephone lines, right? If the area is like I and you are connected by means of a WAN, right? International network link systems between the countries. Now you can see these two diagrams. Now suppose this is any office, right? You can see the building, and this office has various departments. Like this is finance and accounting department. This is production department where the system is placed. This is the marketing department. This is the printing department, and this is the research department. Now all these computers or systems are connected by means of a LAN in the same office, right? Local area network. And if you see this, now suppose if this same office has one branch in say US, one branch in Asia, one branch in Australia, one branch in South Africa, one branch in London. How can the systems communicate in such a scenario? By means of a WAN, wide area network. That's why you can see that the computers are placed at different geographical locations. Now here we use WAN. Understood the difference? Now here the medium for connecting the computers, we can directly use cables or Ethernet cables. But here we can't use cables, because suppose one system is in America, other system is in Australia. It's not possible to use the cables, right? So here what they do, the data is transferred by means of either satellite or optical fiber. Optical fibers are placed under the water, under the seas, right? Or by means of microwave communications for sending data. And all these process is all these connecting wires is done by our internet service provider, that is either Airtel or BSNL or Idea, right? That is their job, internet service providers, to make the networks for free communication. Clear, everyone? What do we mean by server? Can anyone tell me what do we mean by server? See, servers are centralized controlling system in any LAN system, controlling client computers. Yes, very good. Right. So servers are controlling many client computers, right? Or you can say that they are the controlling control room, which is controlling the clients, right? They have the database and all the other stuff. Applications and database reside on specialized host computers. Servers do most or all of the processing and transmit the results to the client. Advantages and disadvantages of client or server. Advantages: reduced cost potential, improved performance, increased security. Disadvantages: increased cost potential, loss of control, complex multi-vendor environment. Not as much important. Communication software. Leave this. Now let's come to protocols. What do we mean by protocols? Protocols are a set of rules. Set of rules for sending the data. Right. Protocols are the rules that ensure communications among computers of different types and from different manufacturers. Rules that determine the form of signal being transmitted, encoded, error correction and correction, etc. So between each dedicated channel or between each dedicated path, a set of rules are defined which are called protocols. Right. So the data which are being transferred follow those particular set of rules. Hello Sunil, good evening. How are you? Happy New Year to you and to you. Now let's come to OSI model. It's okay. How many of you have heard this OSI model? OSI 7 layers. Anyone? It's a very common thing. OSI 7 layer model. See, OSI has 7 layers, which starts from bottom as physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer, session layer, presentation layer, and last one is application layer. These are the 7 layers of OSI. It serves as a standard model for network architecture and is endorsed by the International Standard Committee. Communication functions are represented in 7 layers to promote the development of modular network. It is designed to permit communication among different computers from different operating systems. Right. So now see, why do we need OSI or these OSI layer model? Whatever task that we do, it is broken up into 7 layers, and each layer is assigned to a specific set of persons who does that task. One second. One second. Let me upload another PPT. Let the PPT get uploaded. Yeah. What is a computer network? It is a collection of autonomous computers interconnected by a single technology, that which is called computer network. So you can see this is a network through which lot of things are connected. That is the computers, the printers, right? Data centers are also connected in the networks. Two computers are said to be interconnected if they are able to exchange information. So why do we networks? For exchanging the information. Connection can be done through a copper wire, a fiber optics, which is called optical fibers, microwaves, infrared, or satellite. Now there are three categories of networks. One is LAN, one is WAN, and one is MAN. LAN stands for local area networks. WAN stands for wide area network, and MAN stands for metropolitan area network. First, let's see LAN, that is local area network. A local area network, or LAN, is a collection of networking equipment located geographically close together. Example, in a single room or campus, etc. Like the example I gave you of a company building. Now suppose if I have a company in which there are 7 or 8 departments: HR department, IT department, marketing department, finance department, and I have to connect all those systems. Right, so I will connect those computers by using a copper cable or Ethernet cable, and that type of network is called LAN network or local area network. Data transferred in high speed, which ranges from 100 Mbps to gigabyte for system development and have a low implementation cost. So this type of network is easy to implement, and it is not very costly because we have to deal with a small area. Upper limit can be up to 10 kilometers. Lower limit is 1 kilometer. So any network that we have to design from 1 kilometers to 10 kilometers, that type of network is called local area network. Twisted pair cable or coaxial cable connects the plug-in cards to form a network. So here the type of cables that we can use is twisted cable, coaxial cable, or copper cables. It is designed to share resources between PCs and workstations such as hardware or data. What are the usage of LAN? A work to internet connection would most likely require broadband network with a connection to the internet, that is packet switched network. Now you can see this is a workstation. This with the help of LAN, this is the router, right? So with the help of router, and this is the telephone line, and this is our internet service provider. Now suppose like I am using BSNL broadband, right? So this is the exchange of my internet service provider. From there the data will transfer. Like earlier days we used to use poles for connecting telephones, but nowadays we use underground wirings. So from this exchange till my workstation, the data will be transferred by means of a LAN, that is local area network. And this is the router. What is the job of the router? Its job is to route the signal to the correct path, right? Route means to send the signals to the correct computer, right? So you can see this is a router. At its back there are various ports like the LAN port, WAN port, computers. What are its advantages and disadvantages? Resources and network services. So it is cheaper, increased information exchange between different departments in an organization or between individuals. The trend to automate communication and manufacturing. Special security. What are the demerits or disadvantages? Special security measures are needed to stop users from using programs and data that they should not have access to. Right, so security is also very important because at times what we want is that not all the users should have all the information of the organization. Networks are difficult to set up and need to be maintained by skilled technicians. If the file server develops a serious fault, all the users are affected rather than just one user in the case of a standalone machine. So here if one system faults or one cable breaks, all the other systems also does not work. What do we mean by the term topologies? Can anyone tell me? What do we mean by the term topology? If anyone has any knowledge. See, topology means the way we connect the computers in a network. Like I told, right? So let's see this. So there are three types of topology. One is the bus topology, one is the ring topology, and one is star topology. It is nothing but just connecting the computers to the server. Let's see. Bus topology. Bus topology looks somewhat like this. Here we have a cable, Ethernet cable or coaxial cable, and by means of which all the computers are connected. You can see. Then we have a star topology. Star topology is like this. Here we have a central connecting point, and by means of which this is star topology. And ring topology is like this, in ring. Let's come to MAN, that is Metropolitan Area Network. Now suppose this is the central office, this is the branch office, this is the godown or the warehouse, and this is the factory. If we have to connect all these four things which are, look, now see, the branch office is at a distance of 20 kilometers from the central office, and the factory is 80 kilometers from the central office, and the branch office is 60 kilometers from the central office, and we have to make a network. Then we can make a network with the help of then that type of network is called metropolitan area network, right? So that the information can be shared among them. Like some person is sitting with a computer in factory, he has to send some data or information to the person who is sitting in the branch office, suppose. So he can so he can directly send the information by means of his computer to the branch office. He don't have to go in person to the branch office, right? So for that, one network is required, which is called metropolitan area network. The metropolitan area network is designed to extend over an entire city. Yeah, it is. Suppose if we have to make a network in a city, whole city, then it may be a single network such as cable television network available in many cities. Yes, we can say that. A man uses distributed fuse dual bus. Its range is within 100 kilometers. So you can see. Advantages of MAN and disadvantages. It provides a good backbone for a large network and provides greater access to WANs. WANs means wide area network. The dual bus used in MAN helps the transmission of data in both directions simultaneously. A MAN usually encompasses several blocks of a city or an entire city. Disadvantages: lot of cables are required, so it will be a very costly network. More cables required for a MAN connection from one place to another. It is difficult to make the system secure from hackers and individual spying graphical regions, right? So security is also a concern for such a large network. Last one is the wide area network, right? Across countries. See, they have made a globe. Now suppose branch office is in India. Its main office is in Dubai, right? And some office is in, suppose this international office is in Australia. Then we have to transfer the data. In that scenario, we use WAN. Now over here, communication satellites or microwave communication systems are used. Mediums are used. Network that provides long distance transmission of data, that is voice, image and video information over large geographical areas that may comprise of a country or a continent. Optical fibers are also used in this. Range beyond 100 kilometers. What are the advantages and disadvantages? It covers a large geographical area, so long distance business can connect onto the network. Like nowadays you see many multinational companies have their offices across the world, like Accenture or Wipro, TCS, Infosys, right? So how do they share the information? By use of a wide area network. Messages can be sent very quickly to anyone else on the network. Those messages can be pictures, sounds, or data included with them. Like I and all of you are communicating by means of a WAN, wide area network. Expensive things like printers or phone lines to the internet can be shared by all the computers on the network without having to buy a different peripheral for each computer. Everyone on the same network can use the same data. This avoids problems when some users may have older information than others. Need a good firewall to restrict outsiders from entering and disrupting the networks. Firewall stops the outside users to enter the or to access the data used by the people who are inside that network. Setting up a network can be an expensive, slow, and complicated. The bigger the network, the more expensive it is. Once set up, maintaining a network is a full-time job which requires network supervisors and technicians to be employed. Right? So maintenance of a network is also a bit costlier process. Security is also one issue. So you can see this diagram of wide area network. So we can stop over here today. Yes. Right, I think we have one more class from 9:30. Right. So this was about LAN, WAN, and MAN and basic computer networks. You have one 9:30. I can see managerial economics. Maybe, yeah, actually those are for BBA students. Anyways, this much is sufficient for this topic, LAN, WAN, and MAN. Okay, so see you tomorrow with a new topic. Thank you very much. Good night. Take care, all of you.